Calgary Stampede went in toward paddock and up towards it.
Well, hello boys and girls, it's Suffolk Andy here, just outside where I live at Belstead Church. There's two of them here. No particular reason why I stopped here, but such a lovely spot. I thought I'd stop and start the vlog from here. Let's get going and have a bit of a ride. Right boys and girls, I put the ZZR through this test and I put the Virago 750 through this test. It's the 40 to 70 challenge in top gear. This bike does not like doing 40 in top gear, and she's in it now. So let's try it out. We're doing 40 mile an hour and I'll get it up to 70 now. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. 7 seconds, which is not bad at all. Right, second go. She's jumping around like a good and doesn't like it. Here we go, 40 mile an hour. Now, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 6.5 seconds, which is not bad for a Gutless Harley, so I'm being told all the time. That's not bad. Maybe I should do the 0 to 60 next. Man, that was mental. That took me by surprise, I must admit. My God, I've got to try that again. Like Jesus Christ, man. Keep the wheel down. There you go. Fucking hell, man, that was quick. For a Gutless Harley! Oh, the first time took me by surprise. I nearly thought the wheel was going to come off the ground. The first time I've ever tried it on a thing like this. My God. Not bad for a Gutless Harley. Okay, the ZZR would have done it in bloody couple of seconds, but you know. Whew. Well done, mate. Fucking knobs, aren't they? Do you know, I don't think he even looked behind that lorry. If I'd have been another second, boom. Right, let's get her back up to 40 again. Down a bit. And go! 1001, 1002, 1003. 1004, 1005, 1006, about 6 seconds. So that's not bad for a Gutless Harley. Right, that's enough of me playing around with speed and stuff. It's about the only road around here you can do it, but they have got a speed limit which is not the speed limit that you can do. So anyway, just want to talk about a couple of little things, really, a little sort of strange things that happened to me when I was on holiday. As you know, I went to France and stayed at an old farmhouse, and it was pretty obvious to me as soon as you walked in there was a little something going on there, and I mean paranormal. But what I usually do is I'm not that interested, I don't want to get involved in whatever's in there. I just sort of cut off and enjoy my holiday. But anyway, the first night I'm in my bed, and you got to remember this was in the middle of nowhere, so there's no street lights or anything like that. It's pitch black, and our bedroom had shutters on the outside, big wooden shutters, and and curtains. So it was pitch black. You couldn't actually see your hand in front of your face. Anyway, cut a long story short, woke up in the middle of the night thinking, oh, what's that? And I looked at the end of the bedroom, which wasn't that big. I could see a small ball of light, like a small torch burning away. So I sort of reached over and put the table lamp on, and I couldn't see it. So I turned the table lamp off, thought, well, nothing of it. And there it was again. After about 5 minutes it started again. So cutting a very long story short, I didn't say anything to Mrs. P, but the next night it happened again, exactly the same. So I checked all the curtains, all the boards behind, you know, the wooden shutters. There's no way it could have been like daybreak coming through and breaking through. It was impossible. So I told Mrs. P, and she said, well, next time take a picture, get your camera beside you, and if it happens, just grab that and take a picture. Do you know, it never happened again, only those 2 nights. And the other strange thing was, my daughter Amy said I'm getting for a shower. We said okay, and off she went. Anyway, a little bit longer, she comes out and she looked really worried. She said, you won't guess what's just happened in the shower room. I said, I don't know. Well, we had a sink in there with some of these little round lights that sort of shine down so you can see yourself in the mirror. And the bulbs sort of are in a bayonet and you fix them in. And then there was a little small ring of metal that then has to be screwed in. Well, when she had a shower, she heard this cling on the floor, and she looked round, and one of the little rings that held these lights in just fell out into the sink. And she thought, that's strange. And when she looked again, the second one went out. Well, after she finished, I went and had a look. She got handlebars in her mouth, smiling so much. I went and had a look, and they definitely just popped out, and there was no way. And this was about 4 days into a holiday. So I think if they had been loose or anything like that, they would have came out. She never touched them. They just fell to the floor. Very strange. I screwed them back in. No more problems. But on the outside, on the hallway to this place, there was a couple of photos, like really old photos from Victorian times. One was of a woman and one of a man. And they frightened Amy to death. She couldn't even look at them. And I only looked at them once and went, oh my God, that is horrid. And they were just 2 horrible, nasty, creepy photographs from about 100 years ago, 120 years ago, these 2 folk. And I just got the feeling that they were something to do with what was happening in the place. Another thing what happened was my brother-in-law was sitting by the door into the garden, which he thought he'd locked because we were now going to bed, and all of a sudden it came bursting open like a big gust of wind, but there weren't any wind, and that really did frighten him. So just a couple of spooky things really that you can't explain. I always try and look for the debunk, because most things you can debunk, but I couldn't debunk some of them. So I don't know if you boys and girls have ever had anything sort of weird that you can't actually explain, or I'd like to know, let me know. So anyway, that's enough from me. Looking forward to the autumn weather, which is supposed to come in on Saturday. Oh, by the way, there's the Cobdock Bike Show on Sunday, starting at 10 o'clock. Cobdock Bike Show. I'm definitely going to be there with Mrs. P. She's coming up on the ZZR. If anybody's around and you see me, come up and have a word. Love to meet you. So anyway, that's enough of me. Suffolk Andy.